That's how you do it, shit, like.
Very good weekend for battle rap. Let me make sure we got the record button going here because I would love to keep this recorded for the future. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Now we lit. All right. Yep. I'm your host, France. Let's Talk Battle Rap Podcast. This is the Radio Roulette show for the Resoultion 2 car going down tomorrow on Caffeine, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me go ahead and also get the card pinned to the spaces so that anybody can go ahead and see the full card. Headlined by DNA and Holodan, a grudge match that will be going down this weekend. Also on the card, we got Easy the Block Captain versus Aver, the real main event in my opinion. We got Lou Castro versus Charlie Clips, and a late addition, T-Top versus Cerrone on 2 weeks prep. I know Kid Slade and Real Name Brandon was also on this card, but due to a personal situation that Real Name Brandon had to deal with, the card has been moved. That battle's been moved to a different card. So we got 4 battles tomorrow. I gotta keep it a buck, guys. This Resoultion card smelling very super fight-ish. All right, I'm just gonna be totally honest. This Resoultion card, it's got some super fight stench next to it. You know what I mean? Uh, and look, this is what I feel like, right? URL's done so many events the last couple years. You can clearly tell right now there's a little bit of like, I don't want to say a burnout, but just it's just hard, man. It's really hard doing 30 plus events every single year. I mean, it's already hard keeping up with 30 events. It's hard covering 30 events. So I can only imagine how much more difficult it is putting together 30 events, right? So that's why you see a match like T-Top and Jerome come in very last minute. You know what I mean? That's why you see 2 matches like Clips and Castro and Hollow and DNA booked in advance. But I felt like the promo for it. I mean, I felt like there was some decent promo for it, but I seen flyers where like DNA is like from the Bronx and Hollow's from Harlem. Like it just everything about this card just has like one of those like this stench of like, yep, it's gonna be one of those weekends on Caffeine where we get one very good performance and we get a couple nasty ones, man. And I foresee it coming, man. I really do. I'll give a quick predictions and we'll get the callers up and we can go ahead and get predictions from all you guys going, man. DNA and Hollow. Where's my LOM sweater, man? First and foremost, I am not excited. DNA is my man's. Big salute to DNA. I got nothing but love and respect for who DNA is, and I feel like DNA deserves all these legend plates. Hollow, Mook, Lux. The problem is, I just don't feel like stylistically those are good battles for him. You know what I mean? He's in a different part of his life now where he's not really doing gun bars. He's breaking down his opponents. He's angling them. A lot of storytelling. A lot of I don't want to say gossip, but you know, it's closer to gossip than a gun bar. So I don't know if I like that version of DNA so much. Like I kind of like it's so weird, man. And I feel bad. Bad rappers try to do something new. It works for a little bit, and then it doesn't work, and then you want them to go back to who they used to be. Like bring back some gun bars. I really would love some gun bars from DNA, but ultimately, I just feel like when you have these kind of grudge matches, um, they don't live up to the I guess the anticipation. They have a very bizarre negative energy surrounding it. And Hollow versus DNA, I feel like it's going to be like Hollow versus Math, but the URL version. You know what I mean? And to Hollow's credit, you know, I know he hasn't been at the highest level that people probably would expect. Don't get it twisted. Like Hollow has the most ridiculous standards of performance. So like, if you're expecting like an 11 from Hollow, if he gives you like an 8.5, that's not good enough for some people. But I will agree that like I just haven't seen a Hollow close to like his Tay-Rock performance in a couple of years, and I also feel like he has this gravitational pull to like bring his opponents to overthink and overcalculate their approach towards him because they don't know what kind of unorthodox thing he's gonna do. He plays a bunch of mind games. He sometimes it looks like he doesn't care. Then sometimes he cares a lot. He's very laid back, and he gets aggressive. Then he's nonchalant, and then he's really all up in you. Like I don't know. Like Hollow's so unpredictable, and that's just who he is. So I feel like people trying to approach Hollow, they don't know whether to try to break him down or just try to gun bar him to death. And from what I'm experiencing over the last couple of years, the best thing you could do is try to gun bar him to death. Charlie Clips and Lou Castro, it's a dope battle. It'll be entertaining. It'll be full, filled with charismatic energy, humor, bars, jokes. You're gonna pretty much get the entire battle rap package out of it. I just feel like if you made a list of all the attributes, there's not one that I would give to Castro over Clips. So, and plus Clips could freestyle at a very high level. So I'm gonna go with Clips off that. Easy and Verb. I want to say this about Easy and Verb. All right. I do think Verb has the potential to be at a much higher level than he's been previously. However, that statement isn't saying much, right? Like his hustle battle, his Tay Rock battle, like his Calico battle, like that's not a high bar to surpass, right? His Head Ice battle was good. I'm sorry, did I say Head Ice? I meant his Calico battle. His Head Ice battle was good, but like there's not a round from that Head Ice battle that I think is better than any round I've heard from Easy all of last year. And more importantly, I just feel like Easy is prepared and equipped for the best version of his opponents to show up. Like he got the best K Shine we've seen in a year, and I feel like he cleared him. He got one of the best chess we've seen in years and put on a generational classic. He got the best T Rex we've seen in years, and I still feel like he dominated him. You know what I mean? So I just feel like Easy puts himself in a nice win-win position where he gets a vet that shows up like the best version of himself we haven't seen in a long time, but for God's sakes, like the that version of K Shine against Easy is still better than almost the last 6, 7 verbs I've seen, and that got cleared. You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna be another day in the office for Easy. Fresh off of Bel Air, fresh off of all this new fame. There's no way he regresses. He only continues to proceed. And T Top and Cerrone, the most unpredictable match of the card, 2 weeks prep. Cerrone does this. He normally preps a lot of his battles in 10 days, so I'm not worried about him. He's a great freestyler. I've seen T Top rebuttal against Emerson Kenny. I didn't even know he had that in his bag, but I don't think you're gonna out rebuttal somebody like Cerrone. And you know, when T Top battles a Caucasian human, the low hanging fruit is there for him. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Obviously, JC made it work against Cerrone. Can T Top make it work against Cerrone? Of course he can. For God's sakes, he has some of the best angles against white people. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about the way it's executed and not the actual subject matter. So that one I actually have a complete like no horse in the race. We'll see what happens there, man. Let's go ahead and bring my brother Young Whirling in. First call of the afternoon. What's up, brother?
Salute the Let's Talk Battle Rap, everything y'all do, man.
I appreciate that, bro. You know you're my day zero, man.
Yeah, man.
Feeling like a nasty card.
This card has the potential to be nasty work because it just feels kind of like how you said, it feels like a super fight light almost. You know what I mean?
Right,
like this
right.
isn't really what you would expect from a Resolution 2 card, you know. Just for how it's been promoted too. Like really been no promo like that for real. The random face-off drops, you know. There was questions about if other battles were going to be on the card. They took Kid Slade and real name off the card. I don't know what's going on. It seems like they just want to put the card out to be out there because it's a big weekend for battle rap, really. But I think for me, I know the main event is supposed to be DNA and Hollow. For me, the main event is Verb and Easy.
That's what I'm saying.
I understand a lot where you're coming from with your prediction. I do predict Easy to win too, but I think we're going to see a much better Verb than what we've been seeing lately, just for the simple fact of when Verb ever battles like these new dudes that are ascending through the battle rap ranks, he always levels up and he either wins or at least makes it a competitive, entertaining battle. You know, we've seen it with Twerk, we've seen it with Briz, we've seen it with Geechee, we even seen it with Bida outside of URL. You know, we can go as far back to Danny Myers, really. You know, so that's kind of what I expect. I expect a much better Verb than what we've been seeing lately. T Top and Cerrone, you know, it's kind of random. I think it's gonna be a good battle though, because they're both two good professionals. You're absolutely right. We already know what T Top finna do. I'm interested in seeing how the culture receives it though. You know, given all the dialogue about JC and Cerrone and how that played out, you know. But I think I got T Top winning that because it's still Black History Month. So
I respect it.
And DNA and Hollow, I mean, if you would have said this battle was happening in like 2015 and 16, I would have said this has the potential to be one of the greatest battles of all time. Right now, I don't know because DNA's rapping a little differently. Hollow has been kind of shaky a lot of his last performances. And I think the best thing you said, France, is the skills and the ability for this battle was all there, but the energy is very weird. So I think the energy might throw the battle off from what it could be. So um, I got Hollow winning though, because I just think Hollow is just more in tune with his style, more in tune with what it takes to win a battle like this. And then yeah, the other battle, uh,
Clips in
Lou
Castro.
versus Phillips.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not one to just jump out the window and say 30, but this is gonna be nasty work.
Oh, listen, I guarantee you it'll be nasty work. So nasty that you probably won't even see it.
Yeah, I'm trying to be respectful to Lou because a lot of Lou fans. I'm a Lou fan. I do like him a lot, but this has all the makings to be nasty work. Respectful.
Bro, if the battle doesn't even happen this weekend, I wouldn't even be surprised. Like that's just how
Yeah.
I feel. But I'll keep it a buck, man. You nailed every prediction. The only thing I will say about Hollow and DNA is I feel like DNA does everything better than Hollow in 2022. And we got Titus in the building, my man, my co-host. So Titus,
What's good, bro?
you heard all the predictions from
What
Word.
up, man?
What anything you want to chime in on?
Man, first off, what up, everybody? Hope y'all feeling good, man. I want to talk about the Verb and Easy thing, bro.
Talk about it.
So I know you said Verb had this history of doing, well against these dudes, but let's be like, the Geechee battle is the last time we've seen like an actual good Verb for 3 rounds. Am I right?
A good Verb for 3 rounds. You didn't like Verb?
That's the last one.
You didn't like Verb versus Calico?
Absolutely no. He got 30.
I don't like that Verb neither.
Oh wow. Okay. I mean,
he got 30.
Okay. Even if we go with that premise, I could understand, but it still goes back to my point of that. He leveled up for Geechee. Everybody, did you have Verb? We're going in that battle. Did you predict Verb to win that battle?
I don't remember what I predicted, but I wasn't shocked by it. I don't think. I really don't remember what I predicted in that battle though. But I just think that Verb is gone though. That's my point. That Verb is gone.
Verb has a good track record with these guys. I just feel like he's not at that point in his life anymore. That's what I feel like.
Right. Yeah, I feel like I'm trying to avoid the nostalgia trap this year. And like Easy keeps battling these dudes. He's in a great spot. He's battling all these guys with names, but who are also seen to be past their peak a little bit. And their only hope is, but it's Rex. But it's Shine. But it's Verb. Like I don't see it going any different than the other ones did. I feel like he's gonna get him clear. Like very clear. I do.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say I think Verb is in any type of battle rap conditioning to really compete with Easy, just bar wise and just battle rap wise. I fully expect there to be some type of shenanigans afoot to where Verb may low key try to fuck up the battle. I'm like, if I'm Verb, I've got all the St. Louis with me. I'm flying everybody out. You know what I mean? I got my best hype man with me. I'm talking through Easy round. I'm doing whatever it takes to try to throw him off his game. You know what I mean? To make the battle look ugly. Do whatever it takes.
Verb's best bet is to drop some crazy surf information that just overshadows anything Easy says about him.
Ooh, that's a good angle.
That's his best bet.
Hey yo, he gonna talk. Verb gonna be talking about.
Easy's gonna work.
He gonna have a real girls round. That's what he gonna have. He gonna have a whole round about real girls and cyborgs and shit.
Oh my god. That's his best bet though. That's his best bet to win the battle.
Nah, you're right. I mean, just from a straight up, like I said, I like to call it battle rap conditioning standpoint. Nah, he can't keep up with Easy at all. That's a fact.
You gotta make it messy. You gotta make it real messy.
We're no nowhere, man. About my man Nathaniel F. Monroe as a speaker. Nate, man, I would love to hear your predictions on the Superfight card, and if you heard any points so far today that you want to rebuttal, the mic is yours.
For sure. First off, man, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody having a good one. So hope everybody day starting off good. That's important. This card, man, honestly, at first when I looked at it, I was like, oh my God, this is terrible. You know what I mean? But then I kind of sat back and started thinking about it. So I'm gonna start from the top of the card. I like mirror matches. And to me, DNA and Hollow is a mirror match, in my opinion. They both can do a lot. They both can rebuttal well. They both have great schemes, but at the same time, they both can punch. And they both got a lot to talk about. I feel like there's going to be a lot of hidden information that we haven't heard. And also, like, I can't think of a mirror match where I've been disappointed. You know what I mean? From Rum and Av, you know, and then you go on to just people who are anglers, you know, Kid Chaos and B Dot. Anytime somebody can look at everyone's arsenal and go, all right, I can do all of that too, they'll be fine. A lot of people battle DNA and Hollow and they worry about, okay, what if he rebuttals a lot? Okay, what if he schemes a lot? What if he has an angle? They all can fight against all of that. So I truly went from it being a bad battle to this could actually be one of them ones that help both of them transcend in the future. Or it could be shitty. I think it's a 50-50 split. But I got it going being a pretty good battle. And I'm going to edge Hollow because just from what I've been watching, DNA looks a little startled. And I really don't be seeing DNA doing a whole bunch of pre-talking about battles. He's talked about the time limit on 3 different platforms. You know what I mean? Hollow just been chilling, making troll videos. And usually Troll Hollow does well. So that's kind of why I got Hollow going up on that one. And everyone's kind of saying it's going to be bad, but that's my opinion on that one.
Yo, Nate, let me hit you with a counter real quick.
Go ahead.
If you're going into a big battle like this and you know there's a time issue, wouldn't you want to make that present before you get on stage so people don't think you're just being salty?
Yeah, I would once. You know what I mean? But once you talk about it on multiple platforms, it's like he's like, hey guys, please pay attention.
Yeah, I think what he's saying is that he is painting the picture that DNA feels he got something to worry about, whereas Hollow is really just calm and collected, just trolling him like he said. You know, like Hollow already feel he got this in the bag. You know?
Agreed. But and also, I think DNA at this point, I wouldn't have said nothing if I was DNA because him and Sick would have looked a lot different if he didn't have a 6-minute round. You know what I mean? And things like that where he kind of beat the time limit. So I would have kind of chilled out on it. But at the same time, I usually don't see DNA saying much except for this is a great opponent. I can't wait to battle him, etc. Hollow's got him doing a lot of extra stuff. So I got Hollow 2-1 in that one, but I got it being crazy. Verb and Easy will be my next one I'm going to talk about. Man, it's hard to battle somebody who is just on fire, and Easy can't do no wrong at this point unless he choke. So for Verb, unless he walk up there and go 15-minute rounds, and yank a McDonald's burger out his pocket and bite it and throw it on the ground and then say showtime, bro, it's gonna be hard. Like, cause all he does before these battles, he'll go, oh, this is going to be different. It's not going to be the island verb. And he goes up there and does that island verb stuff.
It's funny you say that. It's funny you say that because he really could guarantee a round against anybody. He just pulled a burger out and bit it mid-round.
But look, that's what I'm saying. It's not going to be the actual raps. It's going to be everything else that's going to help Verb win that battle if he wins.
He got to throw the rapper. He got to throw the rapper at Easy like Luke through the Skittles at Iron Solomon.
He got to do something. You know what I mean? And he gonna have to use every Bel Air, every, you know what I'm saying? Because when you think about Easy, and I also go off of just your subliminal shots you throw in other rounds, that plant-based bar was insane. And if that's a throwaway that Easy used, I really don't want to see what he really got for Verb. This is really big for Easy. And I watched No Studio, and they were like, I don't know why Easy would take this. Bro, it's a Verb. You beat a Verb on a rough day. You beat a Verb. Same with T-Rex. Like, T-Rex wasn't that good against him. He had a flip-flop bar, and that was tight. But Easy cleared Rex, and we give Easy a lot of props because of who T-Rex is. So you definitely got to look at that. So I got Easy 30 in that one, unless Verb eat a sandwich. And if Verb eat a sandwich, it's 2-1.
What you got for the other battles, bro?
My next one, let's see. We got Lou. I'll do Lou and Clips. I think that one going to be 2-1 Clips. I got Lou winning one just because of change of pace. Lou's a lot faster. He's going to kind of build up the momentum a lot. But I feel like Clips is a big neutralizer, and he's really good at neutralizing people's talents. You know what I mean? He'll make someone who's a genius look pretty dumb just because he'll say it sounds stupid. So that'll be my opinion on that. And for
That's
Cerrone and
hilarious.
T-Top, I got a top 30. If Cerrone the smack killer, bro, Top don't lose to white people, and I don't know why. Like, you can start from the first time when we saw him in front of Bow Wow against a white person, he went crazy. Then you see him against Mike P. You know what I mean? He went crazy. I don't know why. I don't know what the hell they've done to T-Top in his previous life. Maybe he got
Hey,
arrested
yo,
by too many of them.
you
But
know Cerrone not gonna rebuttal none of them bars. He ain't gonna rebuttal them.
it can't be nothing to like rebuttal because the thing about it is if you go with the race angle, you just can't talk about police too much. But if you just talk about how white people have held black people back, that shit gonna hit for a round. And T-Top know how to do that. Then T-Top gonna bring up some other shit we ain't never thought about Jerome being lame about. And I got T-Top winning that one. So that's my opinion on the card. If anybody got anything to say back to it, I'd appreciate it. And before I go, shout out to Let's Talk Battle Rap, man. I appreciate y'all putting stats in the rap because that's important. You probably help more people get contracts and pay raises than anybody else in in battle rap media, period. Because they can use those numbers. And one more thing, y'all need to do an all-time draft with like Let's Talk Battle Rap and some more people where y'all get every battle rapper that's big ever in the history of battle rap and get like 6 or 7 people to just make all-time teams. Because I feel like a lot of people don't appreciate how good a lot of the older battle rappers were and how influential they were over time. So shout out to all y'all, man. I hope y'all day continue being great. Appreciate y'all having me.
Salute to that, Nate. I appreciate your support and
Yeah,
love,
salute,
brother.
Nate, for real.
That was dope, man. You know what? Maybe we can think about doing like one of those wine bottle content for like all of our legends. Like, like how people have like these wine cellars and now have like wines dated by certain years. Like maybe we can do that for all the guys in the 2000s peak. We can do something like that. I don't know. That was a dope idea.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll
Yeah,
take
we
that
gotta
on.
explore that. Yeah, put it in the lab. Gotta put that in
All
the
right.
lab.
All right, man. Before we bring my man JT down in the speakers, I brought up a man, CBH Unique, to speak. Go ahead and unmute yourself, bro.
Yo, what's good? How's everyone doing?
What up,
Hope
CBH?
What's the word?
hope you're all good out here from London.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just a quick little prediction. So I've got DNA almost clear. This is just my opinion. You lot can let me know what you think. I don't think Hollow's been great since I would say Tay-Rock. When was that? 2016? SM6, I think.
2017. Literally everybody says that. So like we can't be going crazy if we all feel that way, right?
Right.
Yeah, I just feel like his last performances have had close to no replay value. So I just don't see how. I mean, anything could happen. I just don't see him beating DNA. That's just me personally. After that, I don't see Clips losing to Lou Castro. I think it's going to be a very I mean, I'm pretty sure we all expect it to be very entertaining.
Hey, listen, I promise you won't see Clips lose to Lou Castro. How about that?
You have to
Bro,
relax.
bro,
You
when
really
was the
have to
last
relax.
battle Lou won on URL? You know what I mean? Like that. This is nasty work.
Big T?
URL, bro.
that don't count.
I mean, never mind.
Oh, we not doing that,
I'll let
bro.
it go.
Yeah, I like Lou. I just don't see him beating Clips at all. So I think Clips is going to win that quite clear. With the Easy and Verb, it's quite similar to what everyone else is saying. I think A Verb has almost become underrated recent years, because everyone says, "What's this nigga talking about?" Because he's always talking about all these island, But when you actually listen to what he's saying, Verb raps really, really well these days. It's just sometimes the content is just a bit,
He does real good open mic spoken word.
Nah, what it is Verb is the king of word salad, and he always kind of been like that. But the past
Word
couple
salad is
years,
insane.
Word salad is
but it's the
hilarious. He's
truth.
facts
He's the
though.
truth. He
He's
was
really
always
facts.
good at it. Now these past couple years, he just decided I'm gonna just see how far I can go saying a bunch of things while saying nothing.
But against so let me ask you. So against Head Ice, do you feel her saying a bunch of nothing?
It was a bunch of nothing. Not nothing as in it wasn't dope lines in there, but it meant nothing. You know what I mean?
It wasn't direct.
Like,
it wasn't direct towards
yeah,
anything. It was
it just
like
means
really
nothing.
good rapping.
Yeah, it's cool
Yeah.
and it all rhymed good. It means nothing,
Right.
Like
Me?
whenever Verb start rapping these days, I hear cage pigeons squeaking. It's all good, and it's no
Blake Griffin of the
disrespect.
business.
It is no disrespect because it's so, like you said, he does have a high level of rapping ability. I don't know if that's going to be easy. Who is very content heavy. It's a lesson in every bar. The talk different. That's why I'm like the battle rap conditioning is not there for this battle for Verb.
And that's the thing. I feel because Easy is very, I don't want to say simple. I think direct is a better word because I think his content is very direct. I just don't see Verb winning. But Verb, like for example, with Head Eyes, I felt what he was saying was very relevant about Head Eyes kind of being, you haven't made it to this level that we're at. It's just the way he goes about it. It sounds like he's saying a bunch of nothing, but it's very relevant. But yeah, similar to what you said, I think Easy is way too direct. He's a fan favorite right now. I just don't see Verb winning that. I'll be shocked. But I think it would be a great battle. Low key, I don't know if that's low key. I think that's going to be the battle of the night for me personally, because I don't expect much from Hollow, respectfully. And Cerrone and T Top, probably two of the most consistent. I'm gonna edge it to T Top, but that should be a great battle. But both of them are very consistent, so yeah, that should be a great showing. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say.
Oh no, that's a solid predictions, bro. Stick around, man. Let's bring in my man JT.
Love for
I know,
that.
I know JT always drops the mic when he pulls up. JT, man, what's the word, brother? Good afternoon.
What's good? What's good, everybody? Am I good? Can everybody hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
All right. First and foremost, shout out to Let's Talk Battle Rap and everybody in the space. I appreciate the opportunity to come and speak.
I appreciate
Um,
that.
Salute.
my predictions on the card. All right, let's get it out the way. Lou Castro clips. I got clips with a 2-1 possible 30. I don't even need to explain this shit. When we get
Oh,
to
you don't.
yo, it is what it is. When we get to Jerome, I'm gonna go with T Top off the strength because it's Black History Month, but I'm not sleeping on Cerrone. I'll put it to you like that. Let it be said that I did pick T Top to win the battle. I'm cool taking L's when L's is necessary. When we get to DNA and Hollow, let me light up for this. When we get to
Oh
when we
shit.
get to this one right here, Hollow is a fucking master at mind games. And oftentimes when Hollow battles someone, he gets inside their head and starts fucking with them to the point that he already is up around going into the battle. Him and Danny kind of iffy. Him and John, it is what it is. Math absolutely, math beat him. I can't take nothing about. I can't take nothing away from that. But when you look at his URL battles, everybody talked about, the him and Tay Rock. People forget that he battled Arsenal after that and looked damn good
Mm.
versus ours. Looked damn good versus ours. Had
Four
ours
round.
looking.
For a round.
Four
How
round.
about there's two? There were three in there, but he got two of those things. He got two of
For
those
sure.
things.
For
So
sure.
I'm just saying he looked good against it. He looked good against his ours. So I'm gonna go with Hollow 2-1. No disrespect to DNA. I fuck with Hollow and his material a little bit more. Now let's get to the shits. Easy versus Verb. I love Easy. I love his content. I love his style. I love everything about this brother. Same thing with Verb. Easy has a very good possibility of it's probably most probable if that even makes any fucking sense of what I just said that he takes this battle 2-1. Verb is dangerous as himself. A motivated Verb is scary. A pissed off, disrespected Verb is the fucking boogeyman. And this man has been pissed off for 2 fucking months
Mm.
straight. And add to the fact that he feels like he has a legacy to protect. Every time people talk crazy to Verb elevates. Mook talked crazy to Verb was different in that battle. Lux didn't necessarily talk crazy to Verb before the battle, but at the same time, Verb remembered what the hell happened on that damn street corner in Harlem. Twerk talked crazy during the face off. leading up to the battle. B-Doc talked crazy to him. Yeah, these battles have been a while chewing up. DNA talked crazy to Verb. The battle was debatable. I don't have that a clear W for DNA. I
I've
go into
always
this
had Verb
battle.
winning that
J
battle personally.
Go ahead.
So can I ask you, JT, would you say all those battles you mentioned, wouldn't you say they're all debatable?
Every damn one of them. Every damn one of them.
So
There's no
so
clear W's for either person.
so you're saying there's no okay, so you're basically saying Easy won't win it clearly.
I'm saying that it will not be a clear W for Easy. I
Got
You
think
you.
gotta
that
go
if you're
back
a
a little bit
fan
and
of
get them battles
Verb,
though.
I did. I mean, I went to DNA. I mean, DNA
That's
after DNA. What do you have? You have Tay Rock. You have Tay Rock Hustle, and then
Calico.
you have Calico Geechee. He
Geechee.
was good in in that Cal and Geechee. He ain't saying he beat Cal, but he was decent. It
Was it?
wasn't necessarily stellar, but it was decent.
Maybe I need to
It's
revisit it.
just that was a damn good Calico.
Hey, look, man, the culture is ready to turn Verb into a plate. Let's just call it
Of
what it is.
course,
If
of course.
If Verb lose bad to Easy, he's only getting booked for niggas like Easy on the rise that need a legend plate, and we can't have that, man. That's
That's a
nasty
Yo,
work.
fact.
I'm just here to tell you that right now in this battle, and I'm calling it now. If you're a fan of Verb, you're going to come away saying Verb won. If you're a fan of Easy, you're going to come away saying the Easy killed Verb. And it's just that simple. There's not going to be a clear winner in this battle.
Killed and one is a big gap though.
Yeah, but at the same no. I say that to say this. Verb's a damn villain. If Verb comes out and says that the damn sky is blue and there's two clouds in the sky, the culture's ready to say Verb's idiot, Verb's stupid, Verb's this, Verb's that. And I don't think
I'm still
anybody
doing the
can disagree.
verbs a mistreat the underdog thing.
No, he's not an underdog by no means. I'm just saying that the culture
I
don't
mean, we
fuck
still
with
doing
Verb.
that he's okay. I don't
That
believe.
doesn't
I've never believed
necessarily
that.
mean he's an underdog. It just means that Verb is not somebody that the culture gravitates towards to say, Verb's that dude.
Bro, Titus, you can't ignore the culture ready to turn Verb into a plate.
That's because it's
He's one
easy
of
and
our
Verb. Last
legends.
time, bro, Verb dropped Nintendo stock for 3 weeks because he wore a Pikachu hoodie and died.
Hey, bro.
Like, we not
Yo,
ignoring this.
come on,
Nintendo stock
bro.
was down for 3 weeks.
I will say though, Verb antagonizes the culture. You can't antagonize the culture and then be like,
That's
"Oh, they don't
true.
fuck with me." You're poking at them every time you get a chance. Like you're calling men sassy and you're making fun of us and you're saying we look weird if we eat ice cream in public.
Hey yo,
But by that
Verb
same
said,
token,
never
hold up,
mind, bro.
but by that same token, we got to keep it 100 and keep it a buck. Verb antagonizes the culture by coming out speaking directly to the culture, and then you got certain people, I won't call names, that basically says fuck the culture by not preparing for full rounds and said fuck you and your money and your time. So I mean, we keeping it a stack, we keeping it. One saying it directly,
That's a
one's
good point.
basically saying it, and the culture rocks with one and maybe one, and the other one is just giving a pat on the back and saying, fuck you, going about your business.
Yeah, but the one saying it indirectly isn't purposely antagonizing everybody and then complaining later. Like, I don't know.
Bruh, come on now.
Verb
Verb built his legacy up by saying "fuck New York," and they got surprised when they booed him when he came out.
bro, literally, he's in New York, right? And he's
This is
like,
true.
"Oh, F New York, this and that," right? And then like at some point, he's like, "Nah, Smack, I got it, Smack, don't worry, let them boo." And then literally 5 minutes later, he goes to Smack. You gotta control these niggas.
Matt, you have control.
Like,
Hey yo,
Hey
the T-Rex
yo.
Averb battle needs to be re-uploaded to YouTube.
like
They got put the T-Rex Averb battle back on YouTube
I
thinks
immediately.
don't want it.
Verb
I
is
was in the
Rex.
building for that shit. I don't want to see that shit again.
Nah, we got to bring that back. That got to come back.
I was in the building for Summer Madness too. I don't want to see that shit. No,
Verb
that's
said,
okay.
Smack, you got to control this, man. Smack.
I
Yo,
remember that very well. I do. I remember that very well. But no,
yo,
that's
Prince,
all
that's
I.
facts.
It was. It was. I can't even dispute that. But no, that's all I had to say. But I mean, like I said, I think all in all, I think this is going to be a good card. I think that we're in for a lot of surprises, and I think that we as a culture need
Oh, yes,
to.
you are.
Oh shit! Here you go.
Let
I
me
think
let
that
me ask y'all something. Do y'all think this is going to be the best card of the weekend?
no.
God, I hope not.
I think Queens gets the money. I just feel like they've got more to. I wouldn't say more to prove, but because it's like the first event from Chrome 23, it's a big platform, big opportunity. I feel like they'll be more, more determined to like prove something to put on basically. So
I
I
agree.
think that, yeah, I'm going with that.
All right, man. GT, don't go nowhere, bro. I want to go ahead and bring my man Tito KMF. Brought him in as a speaker. Tito, man, we've heard a lot of banter. If there's anything you want to respond to, you can respond to, but also please feel free to give your predictions on Resolution too. I want to hear it.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Hope everybody having a blessed week and have a blessed weekend. Hope y'all are healthy and safe. Just want to go ahead and, I'm gonna keep it a buck. And I've had this conversation a lot with a couple of the homies over here. I'm in DC right now, and we be talking about Lou a lot, and they be thinking I'm wilding when I say this because they're not really listening. So I want to hear what y'all think. To me, on this card, like for me, Lou Castro and Charlie Clips is a battle that I've wanted to see a long time because Lou reminds me a lot of Clips, like a lot. Like his ability to inject humor between his punches is something that really nobody from his class does effectively. Because usually it's one or the other, but Clips has the ability to punch your head off and say something that's funny as fuck, like the Hadouken bar against B Dot is like a really recent example of that, where that bar is crazy, but it's also fucking hilarious because it, what I'm saying, and Lou does that just in a new, different way. So I actually think that matchup stylistically is a lot more similar than people think. Like someone started talking about mirror matches for DNA and Hollow. I actually think Charlie Clips and Lou Castro are more similar than any other matchup on this card. So, which is why I think it'll actually be a lot closer because, Lou lately has been able to, especially after him fucking up and now, been able to learn. You watch him learn some lessons. Like he learned an important lesson. He's talked about it when he battled Fonz, where he didn't write for that room and he couldn't adjust. But you saw him come out and he wrote for the room against Big T. He wrote for that room. So I think that it's going to be a lot closer. I actually have that battle 2-1 either way, to be honest. I think that battle's going to be really close. I think Clips is going to have probably the first round clear, and then Lou's going to have the third because that's where Lou really turns up. Lou turns up in the third against Ars, turned up in the third against Big T. His third against Fonz, although it wasn't really that crazy, it was his second and his third. You could debate which one of them was his best round, but I think that battle's going to be really close. So before I talk about any other battles, I just kind of want, am I bugging when I say that? Like when I say that I think they're similar?
That's a great assessment. I do really feel like they complement each other very well. I just personally feel like every single thing you listed that Castro has, Clips has at a much higher level. I mean,
Oh yeah, true.
Clips is that guy, you know what I mean? But you're right. In on paper, if everything lines up the way it's supposed to, it would be a complete battle rap entertainment fest.
I think Castro's one advantage over Clips might be rapping ability. I think Castro raps better than Clips, like purely in terms of pure rapping, but that's about it.
Man, Clips is too self-aware, too fourth wall for his own good, man. Clips, he's gotten through a lot of battles in his career, gotten out of trouble in battles, understanding the moment he is in and pivoting mid-battle to turn what is looking like a bad battle into a debatable out of nowhere. That's something I've never seen Lou do. And that's, to me, where the main difference is. Even if Lou comes up with his best material and his best work to date, Clips can just easily negate all of that mid-battle. He always does. He did it against B-Dot. So
I'll tell you this, Tito. Actually, I saw Clips last month when I was in LA for the band card. I bumped into him, and I got a chance to ask him like, "Yo, so why Lou?" And he's just like, "Well, I feel like I want to start off my year with all the matches that would really like highlight what I do on the stage and remind everybody." Because Clips actually really, really feels slighted that he wasn't on the Champion of the Year list. In fact, he actually told me straight up he was offended by my assessment of his year. And I'm like, well, Clips, I'm glad you were able to light some kind of fire underneath you. Like, after being in the game for so long, that you still find ways to stay motivated. Great. And for the fact that he chose Castro, like he handpicked him himself, that lets you know he has something lined up for him. Very special.
which is not good.
At
Yeah.
all.
Good.
I mean, I actually, you know what I'm saying? Like that was I definitely I shouted out. I shout out to the Patreon. I definitely did donate to Champion of the Year. I had clips, you know, on my personal list. I had clips like I forget, honestly, I'm not looking at it right now, but I had him like at least 12. And because I think he beat
12?
Chess. I at least I think I had him at 12 or 13, somewhere around there. I think that Chess win is huge, bro. Chess that was a really good Chess, and I think Clips won that battle actually clearly. I think
He got
Clips
snubbed.
like
He,
that
he
game
got
was
he got
crazy.
he got snubbed without a doubt. But a lot of people got snubbed. It's okay. It just
Yeah,
happens sometimes.
yeah. But you know, I'm excited for that battle, bro. Like I just think it's gonna be good. You know, DNA Hollow. To be honest, bro, you know, I love Hollow's one of my favorites, bro. You know, historically, DNA someone I really really respect. You know, I think it's like DNA, John, Geechee. I think are the three most well-rounded battle rappers. Period. I think they do everything. You know what I'm saying? Like DNA, T-Top, or sorry, DNA, Geechee, and John, they like what, you know, and the thing about all these guys that DNA is one of those guys, a lot like Clips. He don't be, you know, you could say a lot of these debatables, but people don't really be getting DNA out of here like that. Like they just
Facts.
don't. Like they like, you know what I'm saying? Like DNA is a lot like Clips. DNA is a, you know, a lot like you know, like a prepared, obviously, you know what I'm saying? You know, Geechee, who's always there, but people don't just beat Geechee. People just don't beat DNA. Usually, people just don't beat John. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so I'm excited for that. But I do got DNA 2-1 kind of clear on that battle. And I don't think the rounds that he wins, I don't think it's gonna be close. Like I think Hollow Don's gonna have one round where he's gonna do some dumb shit. He's gonna spin around with his arms out and talk about, you know, he's talk about. So load, you know, I got the old DNA. He's gonna talk about caveman shit. Like I fine, sure, you win your round, go ahead. But I don't think that battle's gonna be close.
I got something that I old DNA.
You're
so
right.
I
Yeah,
he's with the old DNA.
like that doesn't even make any sense. That shit got me tight. But you know, I think Easy versus Averb. I mean, y'all already talked about that. I think I'm pretty much in agreement with everything that y'all have been saying. But I do think it's important to kind of highlight the fact that the reason why this matchup to me is so one-sided is because Averb, you know, is a lot like there are certain battle rappers who should never battle anybody who just talks to this niggas, bro. Like they should never battle these like certain battle rappers, and Averb is the classic case of never battle anyone whose like thing is that they just gonna talk to you. They're just gonna like don't do that. Don't do that against, you know, Easy. Don't do that against fucking, you know, Geechee lately. Don't do that against John. Or they're just gonna talk to you. And I think Averb is the classic example of there's Easy probably got 6 rounds. Like no cap. Like Easy probably got 6 rounds of materials worth that he's just cherry picking. And Averb, although Averb might be on the technical side, the lyrical side might be, you know, a better actual, you know, maybe even a better writer. I mean, obviously you can make that argument. This depends. That's a preference at that point. In a battle setting, when you're performing it, that's where the separation comes in. Where I think it's probably the worst matchup that Averb could ever take, to be honest, in today's battle rap. Like,
But wouldn't you say,
Hold
bro, that Verb can do the same? So you mentioned, you know, talking to someone. Like we've seen, obviously, the third with Hitman. He did it with Arsenal as well. Like Verb, he did it with DNA. Like Verb can do that as well. I just think whether or not he does it for more than a round, that's, you know, that's the question. But I think he can do that though.
No, that's true. That's true.
I would also counter that with, bro, that he already battled like Geechee, and he's also battled Mook, which that's pretty much Mook's whole thing is that sometimes he might not even rap. He might just talk to you literally in the battle, you know? So I don't know if I understand what you're saying, because that is like the talk is different with Easy. I just feel like Verb has the capability to compete with that. I just don't know if he's in that mode currently. Like he hasn't shown in any of his recent battles, like other dudes said, that he can keep up with it. You know, he could theoretically because he has in the past though.
Yeah,
And
I
to
mean,
piggyback
for
off
sure.
of that,
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say to piggyback off of that. I know that when Verb raps, he raps and he comes with all the lyricals that are miracles and they are might be even spiritual. I get that, but at the same time, Verb, his style is kind of painting a picture. And while it might not make sense in that moment, Verb doesn't rap to win a battle there. Verb raps for a camera in
You
order
could
to
have stopped
launch
using
a
rap to win the
playback.
battle, honestly.
Say what?
That's crazy.
You could have
That's
stopped using rap to
crazy.
win the battle and just cut it
Oh,
right there.
come on, bro. Stop
That's
that.
insane.
Just saying.
But no, I'm just saying he's not necessarily a person that you can. It's very rare, even to the Hitman battle. You remember the Big Gerald, but the battle was debatable. It wasn't until you went back and watched it on cam that you said Verb might actually edge that. It goes back that far with the way with his style. I mean, but I get what you're saying about Easy. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, I just think like you were saying with the style thing, like Verb, the way he raps, like he's a marathon rapper. You feel me? Like he's like it takes about 16 bars for him to really rap. Easy's out the gate, easy, and that's the thing. Like when you think about a lot of the battles that Verb might historically have struggled in, it's against niggas who come out the gate, twerk out the gate. Loaded Lux that first round from Lux, although Lux also is a little bit of a marathon runner too. He started particularly fast in that battle in that first round. He came out the gate with a punch. So I think Verb just needs that momentum a lot. I definitely got Easy clear. I got Easy winning the first and the second clear, with the third being debatable, only because Averb's thirds are usually where he finally hits that pocket. But I just don't see it being close, really, much like everybody said. And then, to be honest, bro, the T-Top versus Cerrone is the battle I want to see most, because y'all right, like T-Top don't be losing to white people, but like Cerrone don't be losing like that in general either. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Cerrone is a very difficult person to beat. And I think, but at the same time, that's T-Top. The T in T-Top stands for Teflon, bro. Like, that nigga is bulletproof. When I saw him not fucking like die after that Arsenal battle at Genesis to that angle, and him counter right a whole round and then move that round, like, bro, I was like, oh, so it's just different. Like, you literally just can't break T-Top. And I think Cerrone's gonna have to find a very creative way. I don't think that Cerrone has no way to win. I just think it's going to be in a much different way than and y'all right, he can't rebuttal T-Top. There's a lot, like, you just can't. But I also thought, what I'm saying, like, it was going to be pretty difficult for him to rebuttal a bunch of other people, and he did it anyway. So, but I think Cerrone. I think if T-Top goes second, I think it's actually 3-0. I don't see Cerrone winning a round if T-Top goes second. But if Cerrone goes second, then I do think that Cerrone has a chance to win. But I got T-Top 2-1 just to be safe.
All right, man. That's a great breakdown, Tito.
I appreciate y'all, man.
No, I appreciate you, bro. And hopefully, tomorrow's events. Honestly, you made tomorrow's event sound much more optimistic and better than I envisioned in my head. Honestly, I'm actually looking just a
I
slight
promise
bit
you, it
more.
almost sounds like a real event, not a super fight.
Right,
Yeah.
right. He did a good job.
I appreciate you, bro. I just like these. I like these random ass, like, other than Easy and Averb, a lot of this shit random to me. And I think for me, DNA Hollow not that random, but, like, you know what I'm saying. Like, Charlie Lou, hella random. T-Top Cerrone, hella random. But, like, I think those. Let's put it this way: Rum and Iron Solomon was random as hell, and that, to me, that's the best battle I've ever seen to this date. And I've seen a lot of battles. That's my favorite one. So I always try to be optimistic when this shit random as hell.
Hey, yo, do me a favor and go ahead and watch that battle, by the way. Go ahead and watch that.
Hey, everybody go watch that. Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man. The way you broke down Clips and Castro, I have no doubt that tomorrow that battle will be inconceivable.
I hope so, bro.
All right, man. I want to spin the roulette. I want to spin the roulette wheel, man. JT, Tito, and Shalad, thanks so much for pulling up, man. I want to bring in some more speakers. Appreciate y'all,
Much
bro.
respect. Thank you for letting me come up. Shout out to LTBR. Thank you very much.
Mm.
Oh, JT, always, man. You got the green light here always, bro. Salute, brother. All right, man. That was pretty positive, man. But I want to bring in some more speakers, man. I got my guy here, Les News. Never seen him here before on the radio roulette, so I want to hear him speak. I want to bring in my man Lil from the block. He also got a speaker role. I want to bring in my man 4-time, man. Day one. Whoever wants to set it off, man. But we got to be respectful one at a time. You know what I'm saying? The green light, the floor is yours, brothers.
Yeah, nah. So I was just gonna say, it's probably not something that everyone agrees with, but I definitely feel like Verb and Easy, they are very similar. The way, not what they rap about, but the way that they put their shit together. But I feel like Easy's gonna get over on him because Easy gets to it way faster. Like, I don't know. I just feel like he gets to the point a lot faster. And I feel like that rapping, like the way Verb raps now, like, I feel like I don't know if that's gonna hit nowadays. Like, I don't know.
You think Easy is just more straight to
I
it?
just feel like they got that same type of, like, I don't know how to explain it. They're not the same, but they've got like similarities. And then like I feel like Easy's, it's gonna be bad for Verb. I don't think Verb should have took it because it's gonna prove that wow, like Easy does a lot of what you do, but a lot better. Like I don't know.
Shoot, man. I mean, you're preaching to the gospel. I haven't heard a single person say Verb this entire afternoon. So I mean, like, does anybody realistically think Verb can win? Like, I got to be honest with you. Like, I don't think there's a chance for Verb to win. I just think there's a chance for him to be vintage and competitive. And
Ain't this what we said about K-Shine versus Easy? We said the same thing.
We said the exact same thing, and Shine has been way better than Verb over the last couple years, like by levels. So like, if Easy had no problem getting rid of that K-Shine, which listen, find me a Verb better than the K-Shine against Easy. I'll wait over the last 2 years. I will gladly wait. You know what I'm saying?
Easy
got that Shine out of here. You know what I'm saying? And that was a very, very good Shine. So I just don't see it, bro. I sincerely don't see it. But I want to say this: there is a win-win factor when Easy takes these vets because all they have to do is be better than whatever the hell they have been, and it'll look good for them. And Easy can still dominate them. Like that's. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes around collecting a mantle of like vets that like are like legendary people in his culture that are kind of past the hill. And they just show up for Easy, but they still lose. Like I can see that with Verb. I can see that if he battles Big T. Obviously with the Rex battle, I can see that happening with a lot of people that Easy takes.
You turning Easy into the legend killer, bro? Is that what you're saying? Just going around killing legends, bro.
He's turned himself into that. You know what I mean? He's turned himself into that. Like, and look, the one thing about Easy though, right? If he is aware of the target on his back. He knows that everybody that will stand in front of him has the chance to break his win streak that he's been on for the last 2 years. Like he knows that there's an immense amount of pressure to keep that alive. That alone is enough for him to like tap into whatever bag he needs to beat anybody. That's how I feel. But go ahead, y'all. Yeah. I want to hear the rest of your predictions. Well, all right. Well, 4-time. Go ahead. What you think of Verb and Easy, bro?
Yeah, can I ask a question real quick? Has Easy shown any weaknesses since he's been on this run? And if he has, can Boyd exploit it?
No, look. Easy's not flawless though. You know what I'm saying? I think Easy still needs to step up his performance. You know, yeah. I'm not asking him to be Shine, but if you watch him rap versus like Rex and Shine, like he's literally just hunched over, just talking to them. Like he can add a little bit more performance.
Yeah. We also haven't seen how Easy responds to adversity in battles. Like maybe when the crowd's not reacting to every bar you saying, or if you're losing a spot in your round, can you adapt?
I might disagree with you there, Warland, because if you watch his first round against K-Shine, he was fighting up until he hit the PCP bar. He really wasn't getting that reaction until he hit the PCP bar in that battle. And he really didn't let it get to him.
I don't know. I just heard the round recently. I thought he was getting decent reaction, and then it just went over the top with that bar.
I felt like he was expecting them to explode, like for the PCP bar, but they never did, and he never like overreacted to every line not landing the way in his head than he probably was projecting it to.
All right, so one more question. Yeah, what's the time limits for this battle?
Shit if I know.
Guys,
I mean, Verb,
Real,
Verb
real,
gonna rap above 3:30,
real,
and
real nigga
he's
time.
not long winded. So
The time limit
Like,
is real nigga time.
I go
yeah,
with
but
half. So
Verb and
give
Easy
me
really aren't long winded, so I wouldn't expect it to be crazy.
give me Verb 2-1. Let me just go against the
What?
grain.
What?
Let me, because it ain't really no crowd. This is the Caffeine Studio.
Look, hold
All
on.
Verb got to
Don't
do is
don't
rap.
just zag for the sake of zagging. Like,
Nah, man, I could zag, man. It's just battle rap. You know, up just happened, man. It happens, man.
Well, if you're gonna do it, say 3-0. If you're
no,
gonna do it,
I don't agree,
Easy ain't
guys.
getting 3-0. Give me Verb
Respectfully, I can
2-1.
agree with this.
I'll say it's either way.
Wait, hold on. Let's new speak. Go swear, bro. You agree, Verb?
Yes. Yeah. Hi, everybody. I mean, I think y'all being a little hard on Verb, man. Y'all being a little hard on Van Doom right here, man.
I'm not being hard on no man.
A
Relax.
little bit, man. Like, just no. Like, listen to me. Like, because I feel like you can't put Verb in the same bag as Big T.
There you go.
How
you good?
How you gonna put Verb in the same bag as Big T, man? Like, come
Because
on.
he's
Like,
been in
Big
the
T
same bag as
been
Big
like,
T.
no, he ain't in the same bag. Like, remember Verb performance against Twerk.
How many years
He
ago
did
was
good
that, bro?
against Twerk. Like, that was not too long ago. Like, he
A
can't
good
do
minute
this.
ago.
And he had his
That was
eyes
You know
that
what I'm
was
saying?
quite
Like,
literally
come on.
6 years
Like,
ago.
Yeah.
That was quite literally 6 years ago.
A Verb and against B Dot. Come on, man.
You are
And
going to the archives, bro.
you know, yeah, I'm going to the archives, but it's not like I'm talking about Verb against Math. You know what I'm
You
saying?
can
Like
say
that,
Verb
those
and
are the
Lex
real
at least.
archives.
You can say
You know what I'm
Verb and
saying?
Lex at
Like,
least, man.
come on, man. Like,
Crazy,
I think to me, Easy is overrated.
Whoa.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? Like, to me, he's overrated,
he got
man.
somebody.
It's lit.
He's overrated.
He
Like,
got
he's good.
somebody.
He's
Let's
good. But
go.
it's like, listen, he's overrated, guys. I respect
Let's
Easy.
go.
You know what I'm saying? The talk is different. I agree with that. But he's gonna die against Geechee,
But you
man.
but
He
but
faces Geechee,
you
he's
also think
dying.
that you also think the
That
talk
real
is
talk,
overrated?
that
You think
real
the talk
talk,
overrated?
that real talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just like Geechee's child. I'm telling you, man. Like, against Geechee, he's gonna die badly, horrible death.
Hey yo,
You
Les,
hear me?
I got a question, Les. What in Verb's last performances, you can pick any battle. Which battle of Verb that you saw could compete with Easy right now?
No, I ain't gonna lie. Lately, Verb ain't been in his bag. I ain't gonna lie.
No,
You
he
know
was
what
in
I'm
his
saying?
bag
Like,
against Midwest Miles, bro.
but I'm just saying,
Going to the
Easy to
archive.
me is a bit overrated. Like, what does he do? Like, how many attributes does he have? Like, let's be real. Besides the real talk, you know what I'm saying? It's not like he's punching heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just going to be another T-Top. But T-Top was able to become an angler and not depend on the drug talk. You understand? So it's like niggas got to think, man. Like, niggas got short memories and it's all about what's going on now. But niggas got to analyze shit for real.
But Les,
you know what I'm saying?
Didn't Easy beat T-Top?
That's debatable. That's debatable. That's debatable to me.
I see what's going
That's
on.
debatable to me.
I see what's going on.
I ain't gonna hold you. That's
what's going on.
debatable. And even if he beat T-Top, it still doesn't change the fact. It doesn't change the fact, bro. So
What
I'm
does
just saying,
Easy have to do?
because Easy,
I respect this.
Easy got an angle on him that he better be prepared because that shit ain't gonna fly.
But
He better not be the next
uh,
Mike P.
Les, let me
Verb
ask you a
ain't the one to
question,
expose that
bro.
angle, dog.
Let me ask you a question, bro. Where you from, bro?
Yeah. Yo, I'm calling you from Africa, guys. Central Africa right now.
Hey, man.
Fire.
International. Welcome.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm
course.
Dominican. I'm Dominican. I thought you were Latino. I was like, I get it. Easy killed all the Latinos. We're upset about it. He killed Don. He killed Cortez.
No, bro, I'm African, bro.
okay. I thought you were Latino. So I'm like, I feel you.
Hold on, bro. Are you vegan?
That's the real question.
No, man, come on, man. How many Africans are vegans, man?
Hey, I just had to ask. I just had to ask, man.
No, I'm not. I'm not vegan, man. But Verb better eat some chicken, man. Just a little jerk chicken right before the battle, And you know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
yo.
He
Kick him
gonna be
out.
Nah,
good to
nah,
go.
in the battle, during the battle. Know what I mean?
All
You know
right,
what I'm saying? Because if I was Verb, I would start with the Easy's hairline. You know what I'm saying? They got angle, man. His hairline is like he's on some Clyde Drexler shit, man.
Oh my goodness! All
Come
right,
on,
No
man.
hairline
let
disrespect.
let's keep. I want to get the rest of your predictions. This is great.
The rest of no, I was just joking. But the rest of my prediction, you can't count Cerrone out. It's been proven. So I'm not sure that T-Top can beat him because Cerrone is very hard to beat. Niggas can make fun of his hand gestures and the fact that he ain't believable, but at the end of the day, this nigga got balls, he got strategy, and he knows what the fuck he's doing out there, man. Like, come on, man.
I just wish they didn't take this on 2 weeks prep. I wish they'd have some more
You know what
time
I'm
to write
saying?
it.
Cerrone, even like for the the one round he did against JC, he had a few days, and JC probably won, but Cerrone was wilding. You understand? So it's like, let's be real. Cerrone is hard to beat. He's one of the hardest dudes to beat in battle rap to me, because he doesn't give a fuck about the shit you can say about the fact that he's white, he's a nerd. He doesn't give a fuck. He'll tell you himself. So it's like, once you like, what can you do? You're gonna come with a white angle again? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I
All
don't
right,
know, man.
let's let Lil and four time Sharon and T Top. What do y'all two think?
Give me Sharon
Oh
too, man.
man, yeah, I'll take Cerrone 2-1. Honestly, it's gonna be a preference battle for sure. But to me, I can't wait to hear Cerrone's rounds. You know what I'm saying? I know what T-Top gonna do. I already know what T-Top gonna do, but I'm not sure what Cerrone is gonna do. You understand?
Yeah,
It's
Hey,
easier to
boss,
I can
predict
boss,
agree
what
with
go
him.
T-Top
ahead.
is gonna
KG
do.
say you got your hand up.
You know what I
Go ahead,
mean?
Lil. Go ahead, Lil.
So that's what it is for me.
Wait.
Now DNA and Hollow, I got DNA 2-1. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna hold you in my best New York accent.
All right.
You
Don't
know
go
what I'm
nowhere, bro.
saying?
Don't go nowhere, bro. I want to get the rest of the room to chime in.
Of course.
Lil, go ahead, man. I see you got your hand raised, bro. Go ahead, bro.
So I think Top gonna be fire, but I think Cerrone's rapping ability. I think we're not gonna be able to just ignore that. I think he's gonna win because he is so prepared all the time. I think he is gonna. I think Cerrone will get that 2-1.
Okay. And let's go ahead and bring in the queen, man. The boss is in the building. Salute to the queen. I know you heard a lot, so feel free to chime in on whatever you want to chime in on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna go back to Easy and Verb right quick.
I knew that's where you were going, so let's go back there.
I just want to say, in all honesty, I do have Easy winning, but I do got Verb getting a round clear. I got a couple bets out there because people seem to think Easy just gonna wash Verb. I think that's
Correct.
disrespectful. But I do got Verb getting around. But I do have Easy winning. I don't think that Easy is overrated, and I do think that Easy faced a little bit of adversity versus K-Shine. That's one of the things I did not like about that K-Shine battle is that I felt that K-Shine was deliberately doing things to throw Easy off. The whole missed handshake, talking while Easy was rapping. He was just doing little weird stuff to throw Easy off, and Easy didn't let any of it faze him. Easy was visibly upset about the whole do angle that K-Shine gave. But he got over that, and I gave Easy that battle. I don't think it was that close. I really had Easy clear, to be honest with you. But like I said, I do got Easy taking this one, and yeah.
Yep.
So, but I think Verb gonna get around for sure. I think it's disrespectful to say Verb from the only battle I ever
Thank
got
you.
Verb losing 3-0 was K-Shine.
The only one?
Charlie
one?
Clips.
I agree with whatever. Oh yeah, Clips got him out of here. We can't
Against
even.
Rock?
Oh yeah, and Clips,
And
but
against
Clips
Rock?
to me.
Miss Hustle?
Yeah,
Against
Yeah,
Rock?
okay, Hustle,
K-Rock.
Hustle. My bad, Hustle got that 30 for sure.
Wait.
I
There
ain't
was a
like
point in
that twerk
time.
one. That twerk one, he had his eyes closed.
I need everybody to remember this. There was a point in time Verb could not beat white battle rappers. Every single white battle rapper he battled, cleaned them up. That was almost his kryptonite.
That is a fact, though.
You know
That's
what
kind
I
of
mean?
crazy. That's kind of crazy.
But white battlers are hard. Here's the thing: white battlers to me, and I'm just being honest. To me, white battlers are hard to beat because they get away with saying stuff that if their opponent said it, it would not hit in the room.
I think Mike P
Sharon
want to
bars,
versus him.
Anderson Burris bars, even going back to Real Deal, like there's a lot of these white battlers that they get away with saying things because, oh, it sounds good. It's like having a white boy at a party and all of a sudden he start dancing, and just because he got a little
No,
bit of
come
rhythm, the
on.
whole
Like,
crowd
no,
go,
we're
you
not
gotta,
doing
ooh.
that.
you
We're
Oh
not
gotta, you
doing
gotta
that.
send in,
Mike
you
We're
gotta
P.
not
send in
doing
B
Facts.
Tell
that.
me
dot.
I'm
Facts.
lying. Tell me I'm
No, we're not
lying.
doing
You
that.
gotta send in
Yeah,
B dot
sorry,
to handle
sis.
that. You gotta
You're
send in
wrong
B
for
dot to
that.
handle that. Then we
It's
good.
not. It's not true. It's not true. I can agree with that.
Man,
Anybody
I
it's
can.
wants to
no.
know?
Okay,
You
so
going?
then Cerrone versus T-Top. I actually have Cerrone in all honesty. T-Top has not been that great to me lately. Even though Swamp choked, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I got an unpopular opinion. I gave Swamp that battle. His material was so much better than
Whoa,
T-Top's to me.
whoa.
I ain't
Yo,
I'm
gonna
just
hold
saying.
you.
salute the boss, man. Salute to you,
I
man.
keep it a buck, man.
I
T-Top's
respect it.
material was so subpar that I gave it to Swamp anyway, because Swamp's material was so much better than T-Top's.
What
T-Top
about
has
the
not been
chokes?
great to me. Even versus Mike P, the highlight was bringing Anderson Burris out. Sorry, I mean, I haven't seen a really, really good T-Top in a minute. He lost to Coffee bad. So I'm gonna go with Sharon. I'm gonna go with the smack kill on that one. 2-1.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Him versus
Canada.
EK. Him versus EK was good, but I gave that to EK. So,
Oh,
yeah.
that light show is what did it. You think it's
No, it wasn't just the light show. That
No,
Busy Bone bar was fire.
but
If
that was
y'all saw the
debatable,
battle
man.
right
T-Top
before that,
was
that Busy
wilding.
Bone bar was everything.
T-Top
So,
was wilding though. I ain't
T
gonna hold you.
was,
Like,
but I still gave it to EK.
the boss?
yeah, I feel you.
How you feel about Clips and Lou?
I feel like that to me is gonna be battle of the night. I got that one as
Clips
battle of the night.
3-0. 3-0 clips.
Nah, it's disrespectful to say that Lou can't get around. I think a lot of that battle is going to hinge on who goes first. Um, if Lou win the coin toss and Clips go first, I think Lou has the best chance. But I got Lou getting an A round regardless. To me, as much
Yeah.
as I like Charlie Clips,
Off performance.
all of his freestyles don't be hidden. Like people give him, I feel like we in a world now where you get credit for just freestyling or rebuttaling whether it actually land or not. All the Clips
Yeah.
freestyles don't be fire. It
Geechee
don't be.
Gotti.
Geechee
Yeah.
Gotti with it.
Geechee Gotti rebuttals are like subpar. Like his rebuttals they don't hit to me. They're not hitting.
Some do and some don't, but that's what I'm saying. We in a world now where I feel like they give you the points just for doing it. All the
Yeah,
Clips
I feel you.
rebuttals and freestyles don't be through the roof. So I mean I got because I still gave B Dot the battle between him and Clips. Yeah, B Dot didn't recover from his choke as well as Clips did, but it ain't like I don't know. I still gave that battle to B Dot. So I think that's battle of the night. I got Lou getting at least a round, but like I said, it depends on who goes first. So I'm gonna edge it to Clips 2-1 right now.
Hey, yo, I feel
All
like
right.
if Lou and Clips is battle of the night, we had a really bad night.
Nah,
You
Well,
know
we
I
what I'm
don't
can't
think
do
saying?
that. We not
Yeah.
doing
Like
that, bro. Come
I
on.
don't
I don't
think
know.
Hollow and DNA gonna live up to the hype. To me, grudge match. It's been a long time since a quote unquote grudge match or
Grudge
battle with a
match. Yeah, yeah.
storyline actually lived up to the hype.
I
So
feel you.
I don't think that's gonna be because when I go back to the last grudge match to me that actually lived up to the hype was Hitman and Bill. I thought that was a really good battle, but Math and Hollow was a letdown to me. Even Charlie and Hollow was a letdown to me.
Mook and Reed
Like
was
And
a
what about
letdown.
What
John and
about
Hollow?
I was about to say, what
John
about
John and
Calico?
Surf was a letdown. You know what I'm saying? John John and Surf.
What about Calico and Hitman?
That's a good one.
That was
That
a
was a good
goodie.
one.
That was a
Yeah,
good
that was
one.
a
That
good.
was a
I
good.
wouldn't call
That
it a
was a good
classic, but it
KFC
was
battle.
good.
Yeah. All right, everybody, hold on. Force time. You got your hand up. Go ahead, bro.
Tay Rock and Danny was a grudge match, and that just happened recently.
That ain't no grudge match.
That
I
Yes,
ain't
was a
it
think that was
light
a
was.
grudge
grudge.
match.
That
It
was
Yeah,
a
I
was.
ain't
light
think that was a grudge.
grudge.
Yeah.
It was a grudge match. Yeah, I just want to give my predictions because I got the roll. Let me just give my predictions real quick.
Oh, and
Give me,
I got Hollow beating DNA. Sorry, I think Hollow back sipping lean and lean sipping Hollow is different.
I don't know, man. DNA is always prepared, and DNA been fire lately. Like DNA
I
is
had DNA
fire.
losing to
I ain't gonna
King
lie.
Los.
I don't know
What?
about fire.
Wait, go ahead, Forza.
DNA is fire, man.
Go ahead, Forza.
Honestly, like people just don't give him his credit because of his past, and it's not fair.
Hold on,
You know what I'm saying?
let's let Ford time give his predictions so he can.
Yeah, I don't know. The King Los and the real sick. It got me down on DNA. Give me Hollow. Give me Hollow 2-1. Give me
Okay.
Clips 3-0 because Clips is requesting somebody, then he's ready 9 times out of 10. So I don't know the last time he requested somebody. Give me Kid Slay 2-1. Verb 2-1.
He's on this card or no?
No,
And what's the last?
that battle got moved.
Okay.
So it's only 4 battles?
It's only 4
Yeah.
battles, man. Resolution super fight.
Nah,
Wait a minute, what
hard to
battle?
say.
Which battle got moved?
So what's the
Slade
4 battles?
Brandon.
Clips, Verb.
Hey man, am I the only one who low key think real name Brandon is ass?
No.
Nope.
Oh my God.
I
Oh,
think
nope.
they're pushing on us.
I'm intrigued by this. Continue, the boss. Continue.
Well, here's what I think. Real name Brandon, one of my biggest pet peeves with him is the way he uses it's a zoo out here. To me, he uses it like a Showtime or a Strapped In, but there's almost never a haymaker at the end of it. So after you do it's a zoo out here, it's supposed to be some fireballs, a room shaker that comes after that. So if it's just a slogan and it's not really a setup for a room shaker, then he should only say it at the beginning or the end of his round. Saying it in the middle, my expectation is high. I'm feeling like you about to make me throw my iPad, and then you say some regular schmegular shit, and I'm like, yeah, you could have kept that. It's not really a zoo out here. It's more like, goddamn me, a kennel. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my God.
Oh,
my
shit.
Lord
God.
have mercy.
All right. Pew.
God.
God damn.
He caught a whole stray.
Sheesh. I loved every second of it because that shit was raw, unfiltered, and honest.
Yo, he not even on the card. It got packed up.
Yo, all right, man. I want to get the radio roulette spinning one more time. I want to get these last couple requests because I know Titus got to bounce soon. So the boss, stay around though because I want you to chime in with everybody else. Les, man, I'm gonna give you a follow back. You earned it, man. Salute to you. Please don't tweet out the Easy's overrated though because people will come for you.
Yeah.
I care for your safety. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna retweet it and make sure that come for you too. We definitely gonna retweet it, put it on a jumbo.
Yeah, and if you tweet it, I'm just gonna retweet it because I need to see you get dragged for it.
That's a fact.
All right, 4-time, man. You already know you're day one. Salute to you, bro. I appreciate you. Lil, before you go, I see you had your hand raised. Any closing thoughts?
I just wanted to say, I think a couple weeks before this, looking at how we seen DNA perform, I would have had DNA 7 days on a Sunday. But now when Hollow does this little mind game shit, I feel like he messed Shine up with that too. I feel like it's gonna catch DNA. I just hope DNA don't fall for it. I think with that being said, I see that one as a 2-1 either way too.
I appreciate that, bro. That's a good prediction.
Salute,
bro. Salute.
Hey, yo, I didn't get my DNA Hollow prediction, but
what you think of it, Titus?
This is the grudge match I didn't know that I wanted, and now that it's here, I still don't want it. But now that I have to deal with it, I mean, I guess DNA 2-1. I mean, is he gonna bring a gun? Because he might need some gun bars.
Hey, yo, Titus, did you see the promo Hollow drop today?
I didn't catch it yet. No, I didn't catch it yet.
Yeah, go and watch that.
Yeah, Anderson Burris edited the video. That's all you have to know. So just that lets
Oh,
you know
Midnight Madness cameraman. That's what's up.
Oh my goodness, you need to relax. All right, man. We brought in another set of speakers on the radio roulette. We got my man J Dub. We got my man Jay Small. We got my man About My Money TV. I know J Dub's been in the listeners for a minute, so J Dub, I'll let you set it off, bro. Talk to me about your Resolution 2 predictions, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, what's good with y'all, man? Shout out, Let's Talk Battle Rap. Shout out to everybody in the space, man. Appreciate you for letting me come up here. I'm gonna make mine quick. At the T-Top Cerrone, I'm gonna go with T-Top. I don't know, man. I'm just not sure like what Cerrone can come with that can actually like offset what T-Top can bring, because I feel like T-Top can go in a lot of different directions, with his battle. I mean, he can bring the race angle into it, even though that could be old, but I mean, to be honest, 9 times out of 10 it mostly works. He can talk street if he want to. He can clown on them if he want to. I just feel like he has a lot of different options that he can go with. So I'm gonna go with T-Top on that one, 2-1. The Clips versus Lou Castro. I'm gonna go with Clips. I'm more so it's the experience for me that I think is going to be the big difference. I feel like Lou Castro is going to come with a lot of energy, like always. I feel like he's going to have some dope punches as well. I think he is the better writer than Clips is, but I just feel like with Clips, it's more so the experience. I know when to land a haymaker here. I know when to do a rebuttal. I know when to do a freestyle. I can control the room. I feel like he has more stage presence as well. So I'm going to go with Clips on that battle, 2-1. And then with the hollow DNA, I know I'm missing one, but I'll get to the hollow DNA. This is a very interesting battle to me because it seemed like DNA's been wanting to battle hollow for the longest. That's what it sounds like to me. He's the one doing all the talking. His emotion seems to be like heavily invested in this battle. So to me, it feels like he's been wanting this battle way more than Hollow has, and he's just been looking for reasons to make it a grudge match. But I don't even feel like it's a grudge match, to be honest. I'm gonna go with Hollow. He's very calm, collected. It's almost like he has something in his back pocket that he knows is gonna work, and he's just letting DNA do whatever he wants. And I just feel like DNA. I feel like he's gonna come into this battle like with something to prove, because it seems like he's trying to talk up to Hollow, and I just feel like Hollow, the fact that they got so much like history, I guess, or they've known each other for so long, I just think Hollow just sees him in a certain way that we as fans don't see him, because we don't know the type of person DNA was 10 years ago. Like, a lot of people think DNA corny now. Like, who knows what he was like, 10 years ago when he was only 18, 19 years old. But Hollow does. So I think he can play off that. So I'm going to go with Hollow 2-1 on that one. But I do think it's going to be, I think it's actually going to be a fire battle. And what was what's the last one? I know I missed one.
Jerome, T-Top, Easy, Verb.
Verb Easy.
Oh, Verb and Easy. I'm gonna go with Easy, but I'm gonna go with it. It's gonna be a close one to me because I just feel like we really are counting Verb out, but I do think Verb is actually a better rapper.
I mean,
than Easy.
but rightfully so though. Like,
yeah, no, and I understand because he's hot right now. There's a lot of momentum.
Yeah.
He's been I haven't heard a bad round from Easy and I don't know how long, to be honest with you. I don't know when the last time y'all heard one. But I just think that in terms of just writing ability, lyrically, like, I do think that Verb is the better writer. I think he is more intricate. So I think he's going to come with some very intricate material. Now it's just a matter of what Easy says. Will that offset that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how y'all see it, but I don't really think Easy can really talk to Verb the way he's been talking to the way he's been talking to other people, because Verb has been in the game for a long time. So
respect. Still, Rex been in the game a long time too. Respect, like
I think Sean was in the game a long time too. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even when he was talking to Rex, but Rex came right back. He was still talking his shit too, though. So
did he though?
I ain't gonna lie. I thought, not to get off topic, but I actually thought Rex's first round. I thought Rex's first round was pretty fire. But that's just me though. But I'm gonna go with Easy though in a close one, 2-1 though. But those are my predictions. Just what do y'all think about that?
Well, let's get Jay Smo and about my TV to chime in. What y'all think, bros?
Yeah, what's up, man? I'm gonna try to go pretty quick. First battle, Lou Castro and Charlie Clips. Even though I don't want to slander on Lou too much, I've been giving him a hard time. But looking at pattern, like the last 3 to 5 battles for both coming in, I think I would have to go in the direction of Clips. Then when you break down the tail of the tape and you start comparing skill sets, I think Lou, obviously, his premier skill sets are stage performance and stage presence. And I still have Clips better than him at that. And then the gaps in some of the other skill sets, it creates a pretty wide margin. Writing wise, neither of them are really writers. I think when they booked the battle, it's booked for entertainment factor. So I don't think that's going to play a humongous factor. I think Lou can make a round debatable, but I don't have Lou getting around. I actually have Clips 3-0, no body, but just a pretty clean 3-0. I think Lou does decent. I don't think it's like awful. but I think it might just continue the path of Lou Castro doing okay in some pretty lopsided losses. Next battle is T-Top and Jerome. They're both coming in on just pretty good momentum. I can't predict a clear win for either. I doubt that either gets a clear win. I think it's like a goodie, little 7, 8 out of 10 battle. Pretty well-rounded angles, freestyles, some cool punches. I might lean towards Cerrone just because of Cerrone's history versus URL rappers, but I really couldn't be mad at it. It's like a true definition of an either way, in my opinion. Then Verb and Easy. People are killing Verb. I have Easy, clear 2-1, possible 3-0. I think Verb can get around. Verb making the battle with Geechee debatable. Historically, I didn't see that happening, and he did. So I'm not going to say it's impossible for Verb to win. But if it is debatable, I think there might be a lower crowd, and I think it might lead to a lower quality battle because I don't see Verb coming with – he might come with a round, maybe 2 rounds of flashes, but in terms of a complete 3-round performance, I don't know the last time we've really seen that from Verb for me to predict that. So Easy, clear 2-1, I'll go with. And then finally, DNA and Hollow. I hope it's an angle-heavy battle. I've talked about it before.
It will be. It 100%
I think both of them are not looked at very favorably. I think, or not very favorably, but we notice in the culture there's like certain parts that consider them corny and people that don't want to see this battle. I think it has the potential to be bad. When you look at DNA having these heightened rounds recently that he's kind of losing people in, I think the Sick battle's the greatest example. And Hollow, kind of hit or miss. Even if you have him 2-0 in his last 2 performances, I don't consider either to be, highlight performances at all. So it has potential to be bad, but I think they're both really skilled anglers when it applies to like legends of this tier. They could pop out and, give us 3 rounds of greatness. I guess you could see it from Verb too. I just think it's a lot less likely when you look at the pattern of career. I had DNA 2-1. I had the battle being better than most give it credit for. Angle heavy dialogue. I don't think it's a classic by any means, but I think it'll serve its purpose and not be a complete flop. But I have it as like a 7, 8 out of 10 card. Nothing crazy, but I just think some like good battles. And that's my predictions.
Yo, before about my money goes, I want to ask y'all: do you think enforcing time limits will actually make DNA be better because he doesn't get to rap for 10 minutes, so he has to actually condense his material?
I do personally because I feel like his rounds for Real Sick, like that was way too long, and I don't even think like.
I definitely made a sandwich in the middle of him. Stop listening.
Yeah,
I think
when you
overthinks
intricate,
it.
you lose people on longer rounds. I think it's like when you start going, rapidy rap in 6 minutes, people get bored of that quick.
Yeah, I think just anything above 7 to 8 minutes usually, outside of like really legendary rounds we can remember extending, there is some editing. There's just no reason for you to really have a 7 to 8 minute round unless you're doing something like unheard of. So
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I don't want to hear no kind of battle rapper go for those 8, 9, 10 minutes. It's unnecessary.
Yeah, you can name your Lux and Cows and things like that,
it's
but there's not just a
crazy.
lot of like decent 8-minute rounds.
Shout out
They're
to
usually
Moose.
either terrible or they're amazing. So
Shout out to Moose 20-minute rounds of filler. That's what's up.
And
Yeah,
you usually end up rapping yourself out of the round. Normally, if you have an 8-minute round, you could have stopped at the 5-minute mark and won. But because you got that extra 3 minutes of just regular material on there, it waters down the whole round.
yeah, it's exactly how I felt about DNA versus Sick. I actually have Sick edging that battle because even though you can pick out enough material from 8 minutes, where if you match it up, it's like he had more bars. When you have like horrible filler and dry spots, that makes the footage hard for like watchbacks. I have to take tremendous points off for stuff like that, So
Go ahead about my money. I want to hear your thoughts, bro. Your predictions.
Yeah. If we start out with Lou and Clips, I think this is one of the battles that's like based off straight entertainment value. What Clips brings and what Lou brings. I mean, this is one of those where the experience of Clips can shine through. But personally, I probably got Lou 2-1. Now I only got Lou 2-1 if Clips goes first. If he allows Clips to go second and he can rebuttal and freestyle his way out of his rounds, then it might get ugly for Lou. But I got that one Lou 2-1. I think it's gonna be pretty entertaining. I think everybody's been saying easy 3-0 in this Verb. We're losing sight of what Verb can do in a battle. I also think there's a angle that can be exploited on Verb's end. Now, personally, I got easy, but I just think it's disrespectful to think that Verb cannot pull out a round in a battle. Like, that's crazy. hearing everybody say 3-0. Like, I don't understand how everybody sees it that clear. I just can't see it that clear.
If we're going off recent transactions, it's a very logical take, though, is it not?
No. Recent transactions, I understand everybody having easy winning, but the clear 30, I mean, it's something that's just crazy to me. Not the winning factor of it all. The hollow to Don and DNA. Now that's, this is long time coming battle. I hear everybody saying like, Hollow's last two have not been that great, but he arguably won. I think that's a skill in and of itself when you can make a great opponent look bad. You know what I mean? So I think he has the ability to do that with DNA. He also has angles like some of the other guys said before that he can possibly exploit. And then DNA's last two battles have been really wordy and lost a lot of the fans. So this could be possible. To me, this is one of those that's 2-1 either way. It's really hard for me to call because I don't know which way Hollow's going to, attack this battle. So it's hard for me to pick, but gun to my head, I would have to say DNA because I hate betting against DNA because he comes out every time and kind of shows us that you can't bet against him. You know what I mean? Do we have what other battle was on the card? The other battle was moved, right?
Yeah, the battle, Brandon and Kisley was moved to initiation next weekend.
Yeah, and I'm with the boss on that. I'm not when I seen real name Brandon on the ride, I thought he would translate, but when I see him on you,
we got two Brandon rants today. Proceed.
No, but we because I hear everybody like, oh, I like real name Brandon. Listen, when I seen him on the ride, I thought it would translate, but it hasn't translated for me on a bigger stage. It really hasn't. So I got Kid Slade clear in that battle, and I know that's gonna be on initiation, but I was with the boss on that one.
But go ahead and tell me what you think. Like, like she got into real detail. I feel like you want to get detailed. Like, I want to hear it.
Yeah, it's like a lot of build up, but no real end to the punch. You know what I'm saying? Like it really feels like he starts going, but it never leads anywhere for me. And I think that if he goes up against a Kid Slade that's focused, has time to write, it's gonna be a long day for him. I really believe that.
Yeah, I feel like my biggest issue with Brandon is the fact that when you rap at the pace he raps at, your every haymaker you spit needs to land. He doesn't
Absolutely.
land
It's so slow by the time you get to the punch.
Very
it should be like it should be a room shaker, and it's not. So
God
you
forbid
lose
he
the
Y'all
crowd.
saying he got that? Y'all saying he got that every fucking bar style without the bars?
That's
crazy.
God forbid he's standing in front
Right.
of like a real puncher. He's going listen.
I want to add too, another problem I think that Brandon has pretty evidently in these last two or three is that even the bars that are landing in the building are pretty overused concept. Enunciate, like stuff like that. There needs to be just a little bit more creativity, I think, in his writing too. So I think that hinders him.
I think before they were talking about him and Fonz, I think that's a bad idea for him from what I've seen.
Terrible idea.
Fonz,
I agree.
I think Fonz will punch his head off in
That's a
a
body.
main stage fight. You know what I
He
mean?
better do it on the right, won't be in the room.
I'll be totally honest, guys. When I saw Brandon battle Twerk and he just let like Twerk rehearse for 6 minutes straight, I counted it. At that moment I was just disappointed at his lack of awareness and IQ. Like, bro, cut this man
Absolutely.
off.
He should have went into his round. That's the same thing I was thinking with would you just cut him off?
I hate to be the guy to criticize the person that actually rapped in the battle, but it's like, bro, don't take control of the room, please.
Yes.
But whatever.
Being a bystander in your own
if he would have done that, just if he would have done that, that would have made that a way. We'd have been talking more about Brandon than we talked about Twerk choking, and I think that's a veteran move that he just didn't have in his arsenal.
Bro, if you cut the bleeding off, right? Like, all right, let's be honest, guys. Like, when you're choking and you're not rapping, like 5 seconds is like an eternity. The man went 6 minutes trying to remember his rhymes. Like, after 2 minutes, you have to be like, I said yo, and then just like take control of the room. If you do that, I promise you, we probably feel differently about that battle.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I can't argue with that at all.
Do y'all just for the Resolution 2 card, since one battle was taken off, do you think that Smack and Beasley is going to give us a surprise battle on Saturday?
We're going to get a surprise tomorrow, that's for sure.
I really hope we don't get a surprise battle because honestly, it's too much battle rap happening this weekend that the less battles, the better for me at this point.
And we seen what short prep does: a lot of choking, a lot of stumbling, a lot of bad battles, man. So I don't want any short prep battles personally.
I think we need to be more aware of when we have huge margins, like when they had Rum beating Sirius like 98-2 or something crazy like that. In the back of our minds, it sets the expectation so low that even though somebody not really saying nothing crazy, it makes things seem debatable that's not. Like, to me, Sirius still lost. To me, T-Rex and Easy was not a close battle to me. I thought Easy cleared Rex. So, you know what I'm saying? I just think that now it's going to work in my favor for Verb versus Easy because everybody have the expectation so low for Verb that if Verb give one effective showtime, if Verb do one one setup that's close to a Guardian Angel Duck type of setup, anything along the lines of putting my bitch weave in, then he's going to get that round because everybody has set the expectation so low for him. It makes it easier for him to make the battle debatable.
Yo,
I think
Facts.
I think it's where like
Oh, go ahead, Tyler.
I think that's where like real critical thing has come into play. It's like, okay, you were better than I expected. That doesn't mean you won the battle though. Like we gotta be able to differentiate the two. Like Rex was better than expected against Easy, but you still clearly lost. Like we gotta be able to separate the two.
Agree.
So
Yeah.
a caller earlier mentioned that it would be really effective if Verb talked about Surf because it's obviously gun titles affiliated with Easy. And I'm
that's the angle. That's the angle I was talking about.
Yeah, that's a good one right there.
Titus, it was you. I saw somebody else said it.
That was me.
Oh, I'm sorry,
it's
bro.
levels to it though.
Yeah. Titus brought up the looming real girls cyborg angle.
All right, you know what? I apologize, Titus. We have so many speakers today, but
Nah,
yes,
you good.
if somebody brings up Surf to Easy, like that's gonna hit. That's gonna hit.
It's gonna hit the first time, but I don't want to hear a whole round dedicated to Surf. That's gonna piss me off. Slide in a bar here and there, but if you dedicate half a round, a whole round to Surf, that's gonna take away from it because you need to talk to Easy. Easy gonna be talking to Verb. Easy don't bring other people into play. So get a couple surfboards off because they will hit. But if it's a whole round, yeah, you lose points for that because you're not battling Surf.
Facts.
I only think it's valid from a Verb to Easy because it was all about a Verb. Surf was telling Easy not to battle Verb. Now they're agreed battle. So it's only effective if a Verb used the angle. I don't see it being very effective for anybody else.
All right, man. I'm gonna go ahead and spin the wheel and bring in some more speakers. J Dub, About My TV, and J Smoke. Salute to y'all brothers, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in.
Appreciate it,
All right,
bro.
man. I'm about to dip. I gotta salute everybody, man. So everybody pulled up. Appreciate y'all.
Yo, man.
Enjoy your weekend, man. France, you know I missed you.
All right, bro. Hit me later, Titus.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, man. Q, I didn't get a chance to hear your thoughts. So let me go ahead and bring in these last two speakers, and we'll close with the roulette. We got my man Perkins in the building. And we got my man Lavalier Strange in the building as well. Q, set it off, man. What's the word on Resolutions, aka Super Fight?
Yo, you hear me all right?
I hear you, bro.
Yeah. Lou versus Clips is gonna sound crazy. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be the contrarian on some of these. I got Lou 2-1. I think that what Clips does for the most part, he's really good at diffusing somebody. The thing with Lou is that he doesn't take himself that serious. So what exactly can Clips diffuse? Lou isn't gonna real nigga you to death. He's not gonna gun bar you to death. He's not gonna try to overwhelm you with any kind of like aura or presence in that kind of way. Lou is funny, has great comedic timing, has the rapping ability, has the haymaker, stuff like that. And Lou is on his A game. So I think that because Clips doesn't exactly have anything that he can do to diffuse Lou's best qualities, I think I got Lou 2-1, but I think that'll be close. DNA versus Hollow. I'm gonna go Hollow. I think that it might be foolish to bet against DNA at this point with his showings the last few years, from Mickey Fax to Lowe's to everyone he's done in these small rooms, Lou Castro, Sick, Av. So it might be a foolish thing to bet against DNA, but I think that there is something to the fact that Hollow has been
trying to readjust and get his feet back under him. And this is something that means a little bit more than the K-Shine or Rum Nitty battles really meant to him. I think that this is a hollow that has something to talk about. I think that this is a hollow that has a chip on his shoulder, not because of people counting him out necessarily, but because of people like DNA kind of calling into question his legacy. So I got hollow 2-1. I got a Verb. That's gonna sound crazy. I might regret this. I might wind up regretting this, but we can look at Averb.
This is recorded, right? Like this is.
Q, I am shocked. I am stunned. I am bamboozled by what you're saying right now.
Hold on. Is that why Titus left? Did you guys talk about this prior?
Right. Of all people.
Listen. The reason why I'm going Verb, I know the recent transactions. I know the Miss Hustle performance was bad. The Tay-Rock performance was bad. He was all right versus Head Ice, but the Head Ice, that if we're honest, on his URL appearances, hasn't been very good so far. So Verb looked good in comparison. But we've also seen what Verb does versus the newer guys. We can't forget that. We can't forget what Verb has done versus Briz Rosting when Briz Rosting was new. We can't forget Verb versus Geechee. We can't forget Verb versus Twerk. And I think that's the Verb I have to assume is coming in. I think we've seen Verb be unmotivated for these guys that are supposedly on his level, like the Tay-Rocks of the world. But we've seen him show up, be prepared to defend his throne, defend his spot against these newer guys who he might not have that same level of respect for. So I don't know, man. I got Verb here. It's a dumb thing to bet against Easy at this point. Easy has given me no reason to have anything to bet against. But if I'm looking at Verb's track record and not just the bad, I've seen Verb beat the new guys a few different times at this point. T-Top and Cerrone, it'll be a good battle. I'm not super passionate about who will wind up winning it. I think I'm going to wind up going Cerrone. I don't think T-Top can do anything more effectively than JC already did versus Cerrone. I think Cerrone might have dealt with the toughest round he's going to have to face so far if he's going to wind up being on URL. So I got Cerrone to win in a good battle, but yeah, my contrarian picks wound up being Lou Castro and Verb.
You got some bets that you're trying to cash out on? Is that what this is?
Nah, it's not like that, man. My instincts are just they're telling me to go there.
You know what, man? We said all afternoon nobody picked Verb, and when finally somebody picks Verb, then we reject it. We can't be this way. We can't be this way. We got to do better.
You can't do less from Africa like that. He did have Verb too.
But less from Africa also say Easy is overrated.
Yeah, that was kind of wild.
Yeah,
right.
Okay, yeah, okay. Whoever did that, don't let me in with that. Don't let me in with that.
I'm about to say Q. That's your team. That's the side you on.
Don't do that.
The second he said that, that's when the boss sent her request, and I was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? And I was like, she got something to say.
I wanted to get him, but Easy is not overrated at all. But some people you just gotta let them have their opinion. He didn't really provide any. If I'm gonna argue with you or debate with you, I want to attack your points. He didn't have any evidentiary support for that claim. He just made a statement and left it there. Why is he overrated?
I'll keep it a buck. I definitely 100% thought he was Mexican by his accent. So I'm like, I get it. Don Marino, Cortez died. You're upset. I get it. I'm Dominican. You know what I'm saying? So I can say that.
I thought he was Hispanic too. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was some form of Hispanic. Yeah.
Right.
I thought he was an island boy. So I thought, okay, island boy, island god. Okay.
If you're of Latino descent and you're voting against Easy, it's only because of our fallen soldiers. I understand that. At that point, I understand. Perkins, man, go ahead and close off the afternoon for us, bro. I want to hear your prediction on Super Fight. I mean, Resolution 2.
I call it Ascension personally.
Oh my God. You have to relax.
I mean, it gives off Ascension vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple people on there where it's like it's giving off Super Fight Ascension vibes, you know. But which battle we starting with? Averb and Easy. I got Easy 3-0. Clear.
Okay. How come?
Clips and Lou. I got
Wait,
Lou.
hold on. I want to hear why this 3-0. I want to hear it. I actually want to hear it.
I mean, you look at Averb's recency, his past 6 battles, it's been nothing but I'm gonna just say mediocre material for myself personally.
Okay.
He does nothing but ramble on about continuous topics that correlate nothing to the battle rapper. And if it does, it's just a bunch of like jibber jabber, like talking about like this man was sitting at the lunch table, you wasn't sitting that stupid shit. Um, so yeah, it's not gonna work out for Verby, but good luck to him. Um, the next battle, Lou and Clips. I got Lou 2-1 clear. I felt like Lou better battle rapper than Charlie Clips at this point. Um, to me, Lou Castro's a better rapper, better writer. The only thing Clips has more than him is just like stage presence. That's it. Next battle. T Top and Cerrone. I have Cerrone 3-0.
Wow.
I just feel like T Top is gonna be all typical angles, and him. He gonna be in his Real Housewives of Atlanta shit. Talking about shit like that he done saw on a Facebook post and talking about it, making an angle out of it, even though it might not be true, might be, who knows. DNA and Hollow. I have DNA 3-0. I'm just not a Hollow fan anymore. He's past his prime. He need to retire. Honestly,
Wow.
DNA is just better overall in every aspect.
I feel like every prediction you said was the exact opposite of what I heard from Q. So I'm like interested to hear y'all have some dialogue.
He had Lou. We both had Lou.
Oh, for sure.
And he said Verb's last 6 battles. Verb lost to Cal. He lost to not official, Miss Hustle, and he lost to Rock. But he beat Geechee though. So like I don't like really like
Well,
going last 6.
I'll say that's debatable.
Okay.
Um,
And
He
then
beat Geechee. Is Mook and Lux in that last 6?
nah, it's
DNA's in there.
DNA. Also, it was
Lux,
somebody else in there.
I
Lux
got
might
you.
be in that last 6. Lux might be in that last 6.
All right, so it's Lux, DNA, Geechee, Calico, Tay Rock, Miss Hustle, and Head Ice. So that's the last 7. The last 7.
Yeah, so he's 4 out
What,
of 7 in those,
what,
honestly.
well, I was saying his last 6, like starting off with DNA,
Okay.
not
Okay.
Lux.
Okay.
And starting off with DNA, I feel like he's been bringing to for me
His first round
personally.
versus DNA is kind of crazy.
It was cool.
Fact.
It was cool. It was some like high school ass angle though to me, so I wasn't too much of a fan for it.
All right. What makes you think Hollow just can't keep up anymore? Like Hollow just doesn't have anything in his toolbox that can
I
like be revamped for the modern format?
yes, I feel like he just brings mediocre shit that lands with the crowd, and I feel like DNA at this point is just on a better level than Hollow, especially with his new phone. I hope I, somebody told me that it's gonna be condensed rounds, so I'm hoping that happens because I wasn't a huge fan of the Real Sick material. I had Real Sick winning, but at the same time, I just feel like DNA, if he condenses his material and just lands what he needs, he be Hollow 3-0. To me personally.
Well, all right, man. I ain't mad at it, man. I think that wraps it up for today, man. Radio Roulette, man. Resolution 2 going down tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everybody stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? We got a bunch of battles going down tomorrow. So that's, we got the RBE card, of course. We got A-War versus Don Marino, and then Chrome 23 the next day after. Like, it's a weekend full of battle rap. So, It should be fun, man. It should be fun. I appreciate everybody tapping in this afternoon to give their predictions. You know what I'm saying? Whirling, man, any closing thoughts?